What if the simple act of checking your blood pressure each morning could be doing more harm than good? Mildred, a sprightly 78-year-old retired librarian, found herself in a doctor's office last month with readings sky high, yet she insisted she'd done everything right. She drank her water, took her medications, even walked her dog daily. What she didn't realize was that a handful of small, common mistakes had been sabotaging her efforts for years. If you've ever felt confused by fluctuating readings, worried about seemingly normal lab results, or overwhelmed by conflicting advice, you're not alone. In this deep dive, we'll explore the 7 critical blood pressure mistakes seniors must avoid to protect their hearts, their independence, and their peace of mind. First, let's talk equipment. Investing in an at-home monitor seems like a no-brainer, yet many seniors unknowingly introduce error every time they check. Cuffs that are too small or too large, improper cuff position, and failing to rest beforehand can all skew results by 10 to 20 points. Imagine thinking your pressure is 130/80 when it's actually 150/90. You might skip vital medication adjustments. Conversely, a false high reading could lead to unnecessary dose increases, causing dizziness or falls. To get it right, you need a reliable, well-calibrated monitor and a properly sized adult cuff. Sit quietly for 5 minutes, feet flat on the floor, arms supported at heart level, and repeat the measurement twice, at least 1 minute apart, recording both values. Only then can you trust the numbers to guide your next steps. Next is timing. Blood pressure isn't a static figure. It ebbs and flows throughout the day. Early morning, it naturally spikes as your body shifts from rest to activity, and late afternoon, it may climb again due to daily stresses. Seniors who track only once, immediately upon waking or just before dinner, may be charting peak values and mistaking them for their baseline. The result is often overmedication and fatigue. Instead, establish a consistent routine. Measure at the same times each day, ideally mid-morning and early evening, and jot down both readings. Over a week, patterns emerge that give your physician a true picture, not just a snapshot. Mistake number 3 is ignoring posture and movement. If you take your measurement while slouched in a soft chair, crossing your legs or leaning forward, you'll get a fake reading that could send your treatment plan off course. Crossing legs can raise systolic pressure by up to 10 mmHg, while unsupported posture strains your back and shoulders, affecting the result. Seniors often gravitate toward the most comfortable spot, think recliner or bed, only to wonder why their readings are inconsistent. To avoid this pitfall, find a firm back chair, sit upright with back against the support, both feet flat, and your arm resting on a stable surface. It's a small change that makes a big difference. Our 4th critical mistake is overdosing on salt, or sometimes underestimating hidden sources of sodium. It's common knowledge that table salt can raise blood pressure, but processed and packaged foods often contain high amounts of hidden salt. Canned soups, cured meats, frozen dinners, and even condiments like soy sauce or salad dressings can add hundreds of milligrams of sodium to each meal. Seniors who diligently avoid the salt shaker may still be consuming 2,500 milligrams or more per day, well above the recommended 1,500 milligrams. Meticulous label reading, choosing low sodium or no added salt options, and flavoring meals with herbs, lemon, or vinegar can help keep levels in check without feeling deprived. Another stealthy error is inconsistent medication habits. For many seniors managing multiple prescriptions, it's easy to skip a dose when away from home, double up by mistake, or stop altogether if side effects appear. Even missing a single day can allow blood pressure to rebound, increasing the risk of stroke or heart attack, while doubling doses can cause hypotension, leading to dizziness or falls. Pill boxes, smartphone reminders, or a simple chart on the fridge door can keep you on track. Always communicate side effects to your doctor before making changes, rather than adjusting doses on your own. Mistake 6 lies in overlooking white coat and masked hypertension. Some seniors experience a surge in blood pressure only in clinical settings, a response to anxiety or unfamiliar surroundings, while others show normal office readings but elevated home values. Failing to recognize either pattern can lead to misdiagnosis. White coat hypertension may result in unnecessary medication increases, while masked hypertension leaves you untreated and vulnerable. Regular at-home monitoring, combined with occasional 24-hour ambulatory measurements if recommended by your physician, provides the clearest picture. Finally, many seniors underestimate the power of lifestyle factors, stress, sleep, and exercise in blood pressure control. Chronic stress fuels a flood of adrenaline and cortisol, tightening blood vessels and raising pressure. Poor sleep quality, whether from insomnia or sleep apnea, disrupts hormone balance and vascular repair processes. Sedentary habits weaken the heart's ability to pump efficiently. Simple practices, deep breathing exercises, short walks after meals, maintaining a sleep schedule, and treating sleep disorders can lower systolic pressure by 5 to 10 points or more. Pair these habits with your medication and monitoring routine, and you create a triple layer of defense. By avoiding these 7 7 mistakes: faulty equipment use, irregular timing, improper posture, hidden sodium, erratic medication, misinterpretation of clinic versus home readings, and neglect of lifestyle factors. You can gain real control over your blood pressure. You'll reduce the risk of heart attack, stroke, and other complications that threaten independence and quality of life. The path forward is clear and within reach. Building on the 7 critical mistakes we've covered, let's explore how you can weave practical, daily routines, meal choices, and stress reduction strategies into your life to keep your blood pressure firmly in check and your spirit uplifted. The key is consistency and small, sustainable changes rather than radical overhauls. Starting each morning with intention sets the tone for the day. Before reaching for your blood pressure monitor, rise slowly and take 3 deep, measured breaths in bed, inhaling through your nose and exhaling through pursed lips. This simple practice helps calm the nervous system and can lower your baseline pressure by a few points before you even step onto the floor. Once you're upright, drink a full glass of water, room temperature, ideally with a squeeze of fresh lemon, to hydrate your blood vessels and kidneys, which play a central role in long-term pressure regulation. After hydration, allow yourself 10 to 15 minutes of gentle movement. A brief walk around your home or garden, light stretching, or even marching in place while holding onto a sturdy chair transforms your blood vessels from rigid tubes into flexible pathways. Muscles contracting and relaxing pump blood more efficiently, reducing the heart's workload. If you have the space, try a simple balance exercise, standing on one foot for 30 seconds, then switching. This not only strengthens your leg muscles, but also enhances circulation to the extremities, where age-related stiffness often begins. When it's time to check your pressure, remember the posture guidelines. Sit in a firm-backed chair with both feet flat on the floor, your back supported, and your arm resting at heart level on a table or armrest. Rest quietly for 5 minutes beforehand, avoiding caffeine, nicotine, or vigorous activity just prior. Take 2 measurements, spaced 1 minute apart, and record both values. Over the course of a week, these entries reveal patterns that are far more reliable than a single random reading. Share this log with your doctor at each visit so decisions are based on real trends, not snapshots. Breakfast needn't be complicated to be effective. Oatmeal cooked with water or low-fat milk, topped with fresh berries and a sprinkle of flaxseed, delivers soluble fiber that gently binds excess sodium and cholesterol, helping to lower pressure. The berries add anthocyanins, plant compounds shown to improve endothelial function. If you prefer eggs, pair them with a side of lightly sautéed spinach or kale. The leafy greens are rich in potassium, magnesium, and nitrates, all of which support relaxed, open blood vessels. Whole grain toast provides steady energy without spiking blood sugar or insulin, both of which can adversely affect vessel tone. Mid-morning is the perfect time for a brief mindfulness session. Find a quiet spot, close your eyes, and focus on the rise and fall of your breath for 5 minutes. When thoughts intrude, acknowledge them and let them drift by like clouds. Studies have shown that this kind of meditation practice can lower resting systolic pressure by several points over time, simply by reducing chronic stress and anxiety that drive the fight or flight response. Lunch can be a colorful salad bowl featuring lean protein and a spectrum of vegetables. Grilled chicken or salmon atop mixed greens, sliced bell peppers, cherry tomatoes, and cucumber drizzled with olive oil and vinegar brings heart-healthy fats, antioxidants, and natural anti-inflammatory compounds to your plate. Adding a quarter of an avocado provides monounsaturated fats that nourish cell membranes in your arteries, helping them remain supple. A small handful of unsalted nuts or seeds adds texture, protein, and magnesium, a mineral crucial for muscle and vascular relaxation. Hydration remains essential throughout the afternoon. Aim for a total of at least 6 to 8 glasses of water each day, adjusting upward if you're active or live in a warm climate. Herbal teas, hibiscus, chamomile, or rooibos, offer hydrating benefits plus unique plant compounds that may modestly lower pressure. Hibiscus tea, in particular, has been studied for its natural ACE-inhibiting properties, echoing the action of some blood pressure medications. If blood sugar fluctuations worry you, include a mid-afternoon snack that combines protein and fiber. A small apple with a tablespoon of almond butter, plain yogurt with fresh raspberries, or a few whole grain crackers topped with low-fat cheese all provide a balanced mix that slows digestion and prevents the insulin surges and crashes that can subtly affect vascular tone and hormonal balance. Physical activity in the late afternoon or early evening helps counteract the body's tendency to tighten vessels during the day. A brisk 20 to 30-minute walk around your neighborhood, gentle cycling on a stationary bike, or water aerobics in a pool encourages sustained increase in heart rate without undue strain. The rhythmic muscle contractions further assist in moving blood through veins, particularly in the legs, reducing the risk of fluid pooling and stiffness. When you return home, Take time for a calming ritual to transition from activity to rest. Perhaps sip a cup of warm decaffeinated tea, practice 5 minutes of gentle yoga stretches, or do progressive muscle relaxation in bed. This sequence lowers adrenaline and cortisol, the stress hormones most closely linked to spikes in blood pressure, and primes your body for restorative sleep. Evening meals should be lighter than lunch yet still balanced. A portion of grilled fish or tofu with steamed vegetables and a small serving of brown rice or quinoa offers lean protein, fiber, and complex carbohydrates. If you enjoy soup, choose a homemade vegetable broth with lentils or beans, using herbs and spices for flavor instead of excessive salt. Beans provide potassium and magnesium, while the broth helps maintain hydration. Share dinner with a friend or family member when possible. Social connection itself has been shown to lower blood pressure and support emotional well-being. Before bedtime, eliminate screens and bright lights at least an hour prior. Read a book, listen to soothing music, or practice a gratitude exercise. Jot down 3 things you appreciated that day. Quality sleep is fundamental to blood pressure control. During deep sleep, your heart rate and blood pressure naturally dip, allowing vascular repair and hormonal balance. If insomnia or sleep apnea disrupts your rest, seek medical advice about non-medication interventions such as cognitive behavioral therapy for insomnia or continuous positive airway pressure, CPAP, for apnea. Throughout your day, remain mindful of hidden sodium sources. Condiments, canned foods, deli meats, and prepackaged snacks often harbor more salt than a single teaspoon. When eating out, ask for dressings and sauces on the side, and choose steamed or grilled options over fried or sauced dishes. By managing your sodium intake, you directly support the relaxation of your arterial walls. Stress can creep in at any moment: traffic, family worries, financial concerns. Equip yourself with quick coping tools: a 1-minute box breathing exercise, acupressure on the web between thumb and forefinger, or a 5-minute walk. Even small interludes of calm can prevent transient spikes from accumulating into chronic hypertension. Medication adherence cannot be overstated. Use weekly pill organizers. Set daily alarms on your phone or place medications next to an item you use every morning, such as your toothbrush, as a visual reminder. Refill prescriptions in advance to avoid gaps, and always discuss side effects or concerns with your healthcare provider rather than skipping doses on your own. Finally, cultivate a spirit of curiosity and partnership in your care. Keep a simple notebook or app tracking not only your blood pressure readings but also notes on sleep quality, mood, diet, and activity. Over weeks and months, patterns emerge. Perhaps your readings are lowest on days you meditate or highest after salty restaurant meals. Share these insights with your doctor to refine your plan together. By integrating mindful morning routines, balanced meals rich in nutrients and fiber, regular physical activity, vigilant monitoring, and stress-busting practices, you create a powerful, comprehensive approach to blood pressure management. These lifestyle pillars reinforce one another. Good sleep aids recovery from exercise, which in turn supports better vascular health, which then contributes to improved sleep. The result is a virtuous cycle that preserves your heart, protects your independence, and lets you savor the moments that truly matter. Beyond the routines and dietary tweaks we've already explored, there are deeper layers of blood pressure management that become especially important as we age. One such layer involves harnessing the power of specific nutrients in your meals. While broad concepts like reducing sodium and eating more fiber are vital, targeting nutrients like potassium, magnesium, calcium, and omega-3 fatty acids can give you an extra edge. Potassium works in concert with sodium to balance fluid levels and relieve tension in the vessel walls. Rich sources include bananas, sweet potatoes, spinach, and white beans. Aim for 3 to 4 servings of these foods daily, perhaps a banana at breakfast, a side of roasted sweet potato at lunch, spinach in your omelet, and a handful of white beans tossed into your evening soup. Magnesium plays a key role in regulating the relaxation of smooth muscle tissue in your arteries. When levels are low, vessels can remain in a chronically constricted state. To boost your intake, focus on whole, unprocessed foods: nuts, seeds, whole grains, and dark leafy greens. A mid-afternoon snack of almonds and pumpkin seeds not only satisfies hunger, but also provides a dual dose of magnesium and healthy fats, supporting both vascular function and sustained energy. If dietary sources alone aren't enough, a low-dose magnesium supplement, around 200 to 300 milligrams taken in the evening, can help ward off nighttime muscle cramps and support restful sleep, both of which indirectly benefit blood pressure control. Calcium is another mineral that many seniors associate with bone health, yet its role in vascular health is often overlooked. Calcium supports healthy muscle contraction and dilation in the arteries. Greek yogurt, fortified plant milks, canned fish with edible bones like sardines, and leafy greens are excellent calcium sources. For those who cannot tolerate dairy, look for fortified non-dairy milks or consider a calcium citrate supplement, which is gentle on the stomach and absorbs well. Keep in mind the ideal ratio of calcium to magnesium in your diet is approximately 2:1. Too much calcium without enough magnesium can lead to imbalances, doses, so focus on variety rather than megadosing a single mineral. Omega-3 fatty acids found abundantly in fatty fish such as salmon, mackerel, and sardines help reduce inflammation in the vessel walls and improve endothelial function. If you don't eat fish twice a week, consider a high-quality fish oil supplement providing around 1,000 milligrams of EPA and DHA combined. Vegetarian seniors can turn to flaxseed oil or chia seeds, though these plant sources require additional conversion steps in the body. To incorporate flaxseed oil, drizzle 1 tablespoon over your salad dressing or a bowl of oatmeal each morning. Chia seeds can be stirred into yogurt or mixed into a smoothie for a fiber and omega-3 boost simultaneously. Another nutrient synergy worth noting is vitamin D. While you probably associate it with bone strength, vitamin D receptors are also present in your vessel walls and heart muscle. Low levels of vitamin D have been linked to hypertension and increased cardiovascular risk. Spending 10 to 20 minutes in the sun, arms and legs uncovered, several times a week is an efficient way to raise levels. If sunshine is scarce or you have limited outdoor mobility, a daily supplement of 1,000 to 2,000 IU of vitamin D3 can help maintain your levels in the optimal range. Have your 25-hydroxy vitamin D tested annually to fine-tune your dose. Hydration remains a foundational yet frequently neglected element of blood pressure control. As we age, the sensation of thirst weakens, and medications like diuretics can exacerbate fluid losses. Carry a refillable water bottle throughout the day, aiming for at least 8 8-ounce glasses of fluid. If plain water bores you, add slices of cucumber, lemon, or berries to infuse flavor and draw on additional micronutrients. Sparkling water counts too, as long as it's unsweetened and sodium-free. Proper hydration ensures your blood stays at the right volume and viscosity, reducing strain on your heart. Consider also the importance of meal timing and portion size. Large, heavy dinners late at night can strain your system, leading to elevated pressure during sleep and morning. Aim to finish your last meal at least 3 hours before bedtime and keep it lighter than lunch. Think protein, vegetables, and a small serving of whole grains. If you feel hungry before bed, a small snack of plain yogurt with a sprinkle of cinnamon or a few whole grain crackers can stave off hunger pangs without overloading your system. In addition to what you eat, how you eat can matter. Mindful eating, chewing each bite thoroughly, taking small sips of water between bites, and pausing between forkfuls helps regulate your autonomic nervous system. Rushing through meals can activate the fight or flight response, releasing stress hormones that constrict blood vessels. By slowing down and savoring your food, you engage the rest and digest mode, which supports stable blood pressure and optimal nutrient absorption. Physical activity is another indispensable element. While we've discussed walking, it's useful to diversify your movement. Strength training 2 to 3 times per week, using bodyweight exercises like squats and lunges or light resistance bands, stimulates muscle mass preservation, which in turn supports efficient blood flow. Muscular contractions act as a secondary pump, assisting your heart in circulating blood. Balance exercises, such as standing on one leg or practicing heel-to-toe walking, improve proprioception and reduce fall risk, but they also promote microcirculation in your lower limbs, which can otherwise become sluggish with age. Stress management, although often sidelined, is critical. Chronic stress keeps your body in a heightened state of alert, flooding your system with cortisol and adrenaline. Techniques like progressive muscle relaxation, guided imagery, or simply taking 5 minutes to sit quietly and focus on your breath can interrupt this cycle. Some seniors find gentle yoga or Tai Chi classes not only reduce stress, but also improve flexibility and balance. If group classes feel intimidating, look for beginner videos online or ask a friend to join you, making it a shared social occasion. Quality of sleep ties many of these threads together. During deep sleep, your body undergoes repair processes that include vascular regeneration. Poor sleep quality, whether due to insomnia, sleep apnea, or restless leg syndrome, can blunt these restorative phases, leading to higher morning blood pressures and increased cardiovascular risk. If you suspect sleep apnea, complete with loud snoring or daytime fatigue, speak with your doctor about a sleep study. For milder sleep concerns, establishing a consistent bedtime routine, limiting screens an hour before bed, keeping your bedroom cool and dark, and practicing calming rituals can significantly improve your nightly rest. Supplements beyond the basics can also support your goals. Coenzyme Q10, an antioxidant that plays a role in mitochondrial function, has been shown in some studies to modestly reduce blood pressure. Typical doses range from 100 to 200 milligrams per day, taken with meals. Similarly, beetroot powder or juice, rich in nitrates, can be mixed into water or smoothies. These nitrates convert to nitric oxide in your body, improving vasodilation and lowering systolic pressure. If you try beetroot, start with a small amount, 1 teaspoon of powder or a 1/4 cup of juice. To assess tolerance, as it can cause temporary pink urine or stools. Working closely with your healthcare team is vital. Before adding new supplements or making significant lifestyle changes, discuss your plans with your physician or a registered dietitian. They can help monitor interactions with medications, such as AC inhibitors or beta blockers, and ensure a safe, integrated approach. Keep an open line of communication. Share your blood pressure logs, nutrient-focused meal plans, and exercise routines. Your providers can then adjust prescriptions, recommend specific tests, or refer you to supportive services like cardiac rehabilitation. Finally, remember that progress is not always linear. Life events, illness, travel, changes in routine can temporarily disrupt your regimen. Rather than viewing a missed medication or a day of indulgent eating as a failure, see it as part of the journey. Return to your core habits the next day. Your morning check-in, a balanced breakfast, a brief walk, and a mindful meal. Celebrate small victories, such as a week of consistent logs or an extra half-mile walked. Over time, these incremental gains compound, building resilience in your cardiovascular system and confidence in your ability to maintain your health.